Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back. Now today on the Defender, we are going to mount some kind of tyre carrier. So we have this Mantec tyre carrier here ready to go. No instructions, so let's see if we can work it out. Right, so these Defender doors are piss weak, so this will be interesting. I believe first step is mounting this plate on the exterior of the rear door, and I'm pretty sure it picks up on some holes that are already here. So right, now there is existing holes in this door, however I just got to make them slightly bigger. So that's going to pick up this reinforcement in the back door here, which is pretty average. Alright, now I've just removed the bottom hinge from the swing away carrier, and that looks like it lines up perfectly with those holes. But we're just loosely fitting these 4 bolts. Right, now we've got one hole there. Now we can just loosely mount that to mark for the second hole. Alright, now hinge. Right, well, I gave up last night. I didn't want to just put a couple of big washers on the back side of these bolts here for this top bracket. So instead I just wanted to put a plate that joins the two just to spread that load a little bit more. I couldn't find a grinder last night, so I gave up. Back in here today. Now, this straight on, this on the other side, the bracket that I've made up, there's nothing in the kit. I thought there might have been something, but anyway, I've just put a bit of scrap steel back there, a couple of holes in it. Should just spread that load a little bit better. I mean, ideally you'd probably spread it across the whole length there, but anyway. Alright, I think we've worked this out. Have we? Ooh. That's to there. And then that bracket onto the door. Let's give that a crack. Let's throw a nut on that. think just its only purpose is to hold the door open, I guess, with the extra weight. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy to get up there. Woo. There's this problem. So, we can only open it to there. Alright, so Tyre's on. Not without its problems though. So I've ended up just spacing the rim off of the mount using a couple of thick washers. So not ideal, but that will just prevent, it basically just keeps the tyre off of this top hinge. Otherwise, with the tyre back that 5mm, we're just catching on that. Another problem is also the door doesn't completely open just because it hits this tail light here. The door as far as it can open. But that is with a 35 or a 315/75 R16. I think because I have spaced the tyre off of the carrier, the tyre's not actually touching anywhere other than where it's mounted, which is no good for vibrations. It's good to have a few isolators on there. I know that from having a Jeep previously. You don't want the tyre just vibrating on those centre mounts. You do want it touching somewhere else. So still a bit to do. Overall, pretty damn good quality tyre carrier in my opinion. First impressions are good. Have been for a quick drive with it as well with no problems. If anything, if I could fault it at all, it's probably just the supplied hardware seemed a bit cheap. And also maybe some greasing points or some greasable bolts or something for the hinges. Apart from that, it's pretty good. One other thing that does annoy me, and that is just the tyre not sitting central on the back of the Defenders. And yes, I do know why that is, so you can get to the handle. Now I did have a fairly strong look at a lot of different tyre carriers. As soon as you want to put a 35 on it, that eliminates probably 80 or 90% of them. Big company here, or a big popular tyre carrier here in Australia is a Rigididge tyre carrier. They look amazing. But there was a 3 or 4 month wait on that, and I needed it ASAP, so managed to scrounge up one of these. So yeah, hopefully it can last a 35 on it. Well, that's it for another episode. Thanks again for watching. Remember, subscribe, that helps us out. There's plenty more to come on the Defender build. As you've probably seen a few sneak peeks in this video, I won't ruin it, but yeah, there's a lot still to come. So stay tuned. Thank you.